Hey guys, girls, and NB homies, I'm still pursued by the capitalist zombie hordes, but you can call me Church. Welcome to Church on Monday, the show where I talk at you about shit I like. This week, under the suggestion of my YouTube friend Kayla Christensen, great booktuber. Here's a link to her channel. You should go check her out. But she suggested that I throw out an unpopular opinions video where I go through my hot takes and throw it out to the world to respond. So for hot takes, we got a hot starter. I'm actually more of a water type trainer, but you know what? Charmander's cute, so. Now, if you want to hear more of my opinions and my silky voice, you should subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications, and maybe, if you're feeling generous, and I'm always accepting charity, give this video a like to help me in the algorithm. And of course, reply to all my hot takes down in the comments below, if not for my sake, at least to get your voice heard. Now, first I'm going to start out by attacking a classic. I'm going to say, without a doubt, The Catcher in the Rye sucks. Now, I understand. It's a bold narrative. J.D. Salinger was brave for putting it out there, and it is a well-crafted narrative. But as a novel, I fucking hate it. I absolutely hate the writing style. The first-person writing style of this little teen prick. And I get it. I do get it. That's the point of it. But there's a good reason why I Hate Phonies is a fucking meme. It's just so... I hate hearing this asshole talk, and I hate hearing him tell his story. Despite, I have sympathy for him, and it's a good story. But I fucking hate it. So, I'm sorry. And to all you assholes who discount The Old Man and the Sea as a boring story, it's a short novella, perfectly fucking paced. It's by the goddamn god of pacing, Hemingway. Fuck off with this. Get Catcher in the Rye out of essential reading. I don't think you need to read it. Now on to my movie hot takes. I actually really enjoy Ridley Scott's Aliens prequel series. That being Prometheus and Alien Covenant. Big things have small beginnings. Some of the hate is because it's different from the original Alien, and I get that. If it's not what you're looking for, I understand you not enjoying this movie series because of its kind of less horror-focused state. But people who say it doesn't make sense... Okay, here's a great video explaining Prometheus from Twin Perfect, a good YouTube channel. I really enjoy their content. Their Silent Hill content is great. But people were poking holes in it because it wasn't a final, definitive prequel that they wanted. And of course, if you allow the writer-director the vision to create the prequel he wants, it's not going to be exactly what you wanted out of it. And that's okay. Also, the fucking neomorphs in Covenant are terrifying, and I really dig that sequence with them. You're breaking up! And I like all the philosophical musings that he puts into it with the Walter character. Walter? Whoever Michael Fassbender plays in the first one. Alright, let's get to the small talk. So the weather... Am I right?
Am I right?
Am I right?
I much prefer winter to summer. I'm a big cold-resistant guy, and I start sweating at 60 degrees, so there's my not-so-hot take.
Am I right?
And I feel like a lot of people in Colorado and Midwest states understand where I'm coming from there, but the majority of people prefer warmth to cold. And I'm one of those fucking weirdos who'd rather freeze to death. Now, the Lego games. If you've seen my channel, fuck, I can't even remember the video. No, I'm throwing out too many recommendations. I'm not going to link that one. But in one of my videos, I explained that one of the first two games that I got for my Xbox 360 was Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga. And I want to talk a little bit about where the Lego brand of games has gone. Mainly, they've implemented voice acting from the properties that they're reenacting. And I think that's fucking stupid and bad. The Lego games are fun and kind of funny. I don't think they're great comedy, but the idea of putting these franchises in the medium of Lego is limitation. Creativity through limitation. And I think it really adds to the mood of the games when they just have the voice acting. Like, the tonal whiplash between, like, a fantastic line that Samwise Gamgee says and an emotional peak of Lego Lord of the Rings, juxtaposed with its dumb little humor thing, is just total whiplash.
Do you remember the Shire, Mr. Frodo?
And not worth it. Not worth it at all. So they should really go back on this. And then my other hot gaming take. I don't understand why people have hated this game so. I understand the criticism, of course. I agree with a lot of it. But I don't get why people put down the story of this game so much. I really don't, because BioShock Infinite is one of my favorite games ever made.
Are you afraid of God?
No. But I'm afraid of you.
Now, we may just still be in the backlash phase of this particular classic, but I want to address some of the criticism. The gameplay is much downgraded from the original BioShock. And I understand people being disappointed in that, and you can be disappointed. It's still a well-made FPS, and the original BioShock kind of established that it was more focused on the story than the gameplay. It had great fucking gameplay, but the creative director, Ken Levine, the writer and director of both of these games, BioShock and BioShock Infinite, really wanted the series to be focused on the story he wanted to tell. And I think that's admirable, and I think that's totally fine, and that's what I enjoy these games for. And people say BioShock Infinite's story is too convoluted, has too many plot holes, and essentially doesn't make sense. That's not fucking true. It's brilliant. It takes a fun idea in quantum mechanics and runs with it. And it is internally consistent in how it explains and shows the effects of the quantum enigma. Now, I can't really justify the Wraith boss. It sucks as a boss, and it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It has a reasonable explanation within the story, but you really have to stretch for it. So I'm not going to justify the bank part. But overall, it tells an amazingly emotional story through very complex metaphysical ideas, and I think it's fucking fantastic, despite the gameplay shortcomings, which aren't severe enough to ruin the experience and detract from the fantastic story that Mr. Levine is telling in this. So, fuck the haters, but also you're welcome to debate me down below. I'm perfectly fine with good faith criticism, even if I feel attached to a franchise. You're not gonna hurt my fucking feelings. Now, socialism is dope. That's becoming a lukewarm take at this point, and I'm glad for that, but it's one of my fucking talking points that I've committed to, so I gotta throw this in there. Now, on to my hot take on race relations. As always, I hope you have a fantastic week. You can always follow me on Twitter and Instagram at its_just_church. Email me at churchonmondaypod@gmail.com, and like and subscribe and turn on the bell for notifications. And so, love you. Bye.